What up everyone, it's your man XMan87 here, bringing you another diorama display video. And what I have for you today, we'll be looking at the Would You Kindly Studios 3-tiered stone and grass based diorama display. Big thanks to Would You Kindly Studios for sending this over and having me take a look at this for you guys. Before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's go! Alright, haven't done one of these in a minute, so it's a nice switch up from figure reviews. And see what we got here. So this stone diorama base is detail size, and I like that it's 3 tiers. So when you're displaying your figures, you won't have to worry about your figures in the back being hidden. Everything will be shown off, and this is really nice sculpture here with the stonework. I like the way the stones came out. That is really nice, and it's multicolored too. So you got your grays, you got your brick color and your sand color. That's looking real good. And I can see the moss applied here. It's nicely applied here. That looks real good, and it's even spreaded on the stones. So that is really nice. Yeah, gives it a nice post-apocalyptic feel or medieval feel. You know, you can work with whatever figures related to that on your display. Yeah, you get some nice white in there, and I really love the textures here. That's one thing I will say about Would You Kindly Studios. If I have to say one thing about him, is that texture and details. He's all about texture and details. Well, that's really two things, but you know what I mean. I can tell he takes great pride in that, because this is not the first diorama I own from Would You Kindly Studios. I actually have a few others, and I'll bring them out later. And that's one thing for sure I can say is texture and details. And I really like how sturdy his dioramas feel too. It's insulated foam, but he makes them feel nice and sturdy. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's not cheap feeling. And I actually like how it's planted flat, because some dioramas, if you tap on one side, the other side will lift and stuff. So yeah, I like that it's nicely flat on the surface. And I like the plants applied here too. So that's really nice. You got 2 on the bottom, 3 in the middle, and you got this nice bigger plant at the top. And yeah, he even added some moss on the plants too. That's what I like to see. See? Details, man. I love that. I really love that. The one thing I will say is the plants are, again, they're nicely planted. No pun intended. But I feel like something's missing on this side. So it would have been nice if he put a plant on this side or on this side, because you got like 2 on the left and 2 or 4 in the middle, but nothing more towards the right side. I mean, this one is a little closer to the right side, but nothing exactly on the right side. So I feel like a plant should have been placed here or here. That would have been nice. You know me, I love a nice balance to my display, so everything has to be perfectly balanced, like Thanos says. And since I have rock and roll here, again, gonna test how nicely planted it is on the surface. Nothing's toppling over. I don't have to worry about him falling. And as I mentioned before, I do own other things from Would You Kindly Studios. So as you can see, I have Terrax's floating meteor. And again, the levels of texture and details here is just beautiful. Look at that wash. And it's on this plastic acrylic, so it sells the appeal that it's floating. And let me bring out that Marvel Legends Terrax figure and put him on here. Bro, look how sick this looks, man. I'm going to try to find a way to display my Terrax like this on my shelf. It does take up a lot of space, so I'm gonna try to find a way to make it happen, but it just looks so good. Yeah, this is how Marvel Legends should have done Terrax, including a floating meteor with like a flight stand effect, similar to what they did with Silver Surfer and Frankie Ray Nova in the HasLab Galactus. But this is just perfect, man. I would have rather taken a meteor base flight stand effect as a deluxe and replaced the fallen figure, because that figure wasn't even painted. Why bother doing the figure? You know, he should have had what's called a black chrome deco. That would have made it much more worth it. But look at this on display. You can't beat this. And then over here, what I have is the X Cross. And if you remember the X-Men Fever Dream comic from when the Reavers crucified Wolverine on the X-Cross. Yeah. Oh, man. This was epic. This was a must-buy for me. You know, it's X-Men. And if you remember my Amazon exclusive Wolverine versus multi-pack review, that's where I did a nice photo of it. And I also tried to recreate that scene, but that was before Bonebreaker was released. So whenever Marvel Legends decides to complete the Reavers, I'll revisit this shot so that I can recreate it properly. The display options for this 3-tier grass/stone based diorama is perfect for multiple figures if you're looking to show off a larger collection like your G.I. Joes for a class photo shoot. To add to that, this diorama base is a great launch pad if you want to dive into some simple action figure photography and play with different perspectives and angles. And like I said before, it's D12 size, so it fits perfectly in your D12s. I should say it like how my boy Dave from Displaying Model Behavior says it, D12. He says it so elegantly, D12. Shout out to my boy Displaying Model Behavior. Can't wait to do another live stream with him. But just to show you, here it is in my D12s where I display my Transformers collection that's in my living room. Or if you don't want to go that extravagant and just want to do something like a standalone to display one figure or two that fits the setting, like you see how I have the Last of Us Joel and Ellie figures from Limb Toys, then you can do just that. Do whatever you want with it. It's yours for display and play. I think I should review these because these figures are so damn incredible. Alright, gonna wrap it up here. So if you're wondering where you can buy this, head over to the website, which is wouldyoukindlystudios.com, and you'll see the item priced at $65, or shop around to find other dioramas that you like, and from there you'll be able to see all the measurement details, price plans, and such. Also be sure to follow him on Instagram as well at Wouldyoukindlystudios to stay up to date on anything new he's putting out. One of my favorite things about Would You Kindly Studios is that he's very budget friendly. He's not like some other dial makers that I've seen charge HasLab prices for detail sized dioramas. You know, this is a very expensive hobby, so we don't need to add more financial stress trying to decorate our collections. Budget friendly is the way to go and grow your business, and I'm happy to know that he's always looking out for the little guy's wallet. Hopefully you like what you see here, and you know me, I always like to look you guys out with anything I feel that'll further enhance your displaying experience, whether that's for your shelves or photography. I got you. Now I'm kicking it back to you. Do you plan on picking this up or anything else you see on his shop? What do you have in mind to display with this that'll be a best fit? Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. Thank you for watching today's video. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xman87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace.